Hi guys, welcome back to my channel, and today I'm doing my post Supanova book haul. Yes, if you don't know, I went to Supanova up at the Gold Coast last weekend, and it was fun, it was awesome, I had a great time. There is a vlog about it and I'll link it down in the description below. Another vlog is coming out on what I did on Sunday as well, so I'll link that in the link below. Everything's linked below. So I just wanted to haul all the books that I got on my trip and a few other bookish items. So we'll start off with the arriving Saturday books. And the first one is The Glass Casket by McCormack Templeton. I read this on the plane. I finished a book that I'd brought up and I bought this at the airport and I read it and it was good. It's kind of a mix of two fairy tales and a lot of creep. For me it was creepy because I don't read a lot of creepy stuff, but it was just a dark retelling and it really was dark and I liked it. And so the next book is one that's Aurelia by Lamette Noni, and I bought this book to get it signed and she signed it quite nicely on there, and that was awesome of her. She actually remembered me from the Brisbane signing and probably from all the stalking on Twitter, but it was good, and I also got like a bookmark that I'll show you at the end of this haul, but it was nice and I can't wait to dive into this. I hope my bay is safe at the end of this book. I really do. But I'll keep reading regardless. The next book, all these other books are like from Indie Supanova, and I really did love meeting all these and talking to them. So the first book I got was Jupiter Illusions of Faith by Kian Waterford. This sounded really interesting. This is in a series that is not connected, but it's like sort of a standalone series. Yeah, this actually sounds really good. Very sci-fi-ish dystopian, so that's good. And then, if you watch my vlogs, you'll know what happened, but I hung out with an indie author named Jacinta Marie for the whole entire Supanova, and it was very fun, and so I got 4 of her books. I got the full Demonic Ghost series, which includes number 1, My Demonic Ghost Spanish Spirits, which I'm currently reading with my Kylo Ren lightsaber bookmark. Number 2, The Reapers. And number 3, Hunters and Creepers. This series is basically about Casper the Friendly Ghost, but with an attitude and how he jumps from host to host, draining their power until he hops on to this host, which is a girl, and he falls in love with her, and he has to decide whether to go back down to the pits of hell or stay with her and kill her. I'm currently a few ways into this. I'm up to about chapter 5, and Locke is currently pissing me off, but it should get better. I mean, I love this book and I can't wait to finish this series. And the other book I got from Jacinta was Soulless. And I bought this, I bought my copy, and then I bought a copy for Miranda from Books 101 because I know that she loves reincarnation. Soulless is basically reincarnation gone wrong, and that when we are reincarnated we remember all of our past memories, and it's so awesome, and I'm happy that I got this book. I really am. I can't wait to start after I finish the Demonic Ghost series. And the last book I picked up on Saturday was A Town Called Dust by Justin Woolley. Now, Justin was doing a panel with Lynette, and I think, it was Lynette and Maria, and they were just talking about their books and answering questions, and this book actually sounds really good, so I picked it up. I think it's signed. Is it? I think he signed it. Yep, he signed it. Awesome. So I can't wait. And it doesn't look that long, so it should be quite a quick read for me, and it's in large font, which I like books that are this size. So that is the Saturday haul, and now we move on to a Sunday. Sunday were Lost Worlds, Battles of Azrael, Book 1, Aurelia, by Dania Peck. And I really love this cover, and the concept of this book sounds really, really good. So yeah, it's basically about this girl who thinks she's like this normal high school student, and she finds out that she's a witch, and she steps into the world of witches, vampires, and all that good stuff. And then from the pop culture stand, I picked up probably one of the most greatest things ever. Avatar: The Last Airbender, Smoke and Shadow Part 1, and Avatar: The Last Airbender, The Lost Adventures, both in comic book form. And oh my god, I love the Avatar series so much. I love Zuko, I love the storyline, I love all the characters, and I can't wait to dive back into this world. I've got all the Avatar: The Last Airbender and Legend of Korra DVDs. Oh, I can't wait to dive into these and just review them, because I know they're going to be fantabulous. So I got those, and I didn't pick up any manga because it was quite expensive for just one volume, and I really didn't think it was worth it. So I didn't pick up any manga, but I did pick up Moonfall by Matthew Allen. This author was right beside me and Jacinta on the artist alley, so I heard his spiel about 100 times, and I was like, I'm going to pick myself up one of these. So I picked it up, and I can't wait to dive into it. It sounds really good. I got a free bookmark out of it. So I really can't wait. I can't tell you much about this book because I don't know myself, but I'm just going to go in blind, and yeah. And the next two books are in a series, and it is the Betrothed series by Wanda Wilshire, which has got Betrothed and Allegiance. And I heard her talk at a panel with Lynette and another author, Lynette Maria, another author guy, can't remember, and Wanda, and it was such a fun, both panels were so much fun. I got to be sarcastic and make people laugh, and got to ask questions, and it was such a fun panel. And once I heard about this series, I wanted to immediately pick it up. But I didn't pick up all three because I wasn't quite sure, so I just picked up both these two, because if I like it, then at least I have the second book to continue on the series. And they're released by the same company that releases the Kane series, which is Pentara Press, so it's always great to support that. So yeah, Betrothed and Allegiance by Wanda Wilshire. And the next book I have is Elon, which is the sequel to Eon, which I got about 2 years ago, I think, at Supanova. And she sort of remembered me yet again, and I was really happy that she remembered. So I got the second book, and the third book is coming out hopefully soon. The series is interesting. I started reading it. It's sort of like a magical realm series, and I can't wait to dive into the second book, and it is wrapped in plastic, but who cares? Yeah, a bit of an unboxing portion for you. So yeah, this is the cover, and the cover's really pretty. Like, this series is really good. I highly recommend this series. And then the next book I have is Chosen by Charlotte Morgenstein, and this is part of the Elmstone saga. And I don't know anything about this book other than the cover is gorgeous, so I will be practically going in blind. So I just bought this book because of the cover and it looked Scottish, so let's dive into the world soon. And the last two books I actually bought at Supanova is two books in a series, and it's called Ceramapia. The first book is called Guardian of the Gateways, and then the second book is called Keeper of the Key. And this series is basically a vampire who has either split personality disorder. So I can't wait to dive in and just read how the author has conducted this sort of book, because it sounds really good. A vampire with split personality disorder. And they are quite chunky books, so they will keep me occupied for a while. And I got a bookmark as well with these books. And so the last book that I have to haul today is one that I bought at the airport yet again when I was coming back from the Gold Coast, because I'd finished the glass casket, and it's E.M. Banks' Surface Detail, a culture novel. I just picked it up, sounded good. I'm not that far into it, so I'll put it down and then pick it back up once I'm finished with all the other series. But just a nice book, sounds like. And now we get to the non-book portion of the video, and this is just stuff that I picked up alongside the books and comic books and whatever, and there's only a few things, so I'll just run by them quickly. And those things are, alongside my Kylo Ren lightsaber bookmark, I got Rose's sword from Steven Universe. Yeah. And then I got the sword from Mulan, which is one of my favourite Disney movies. These are pretty cool. I like them. I like how they look like you're stabbing the book. So yeah. Hey, slay that series, yeah. And then I got from Lynette Noni, I got another Arcanine bookmark. I have one in green, but I just love these, and so nice to have these. I hang them like this and it just looks like I've got beads, but it's so cool. The next one I picked up was a sort of Link Legend of Zelda bookmark that was really cool. I really like it. And I then got for free from the person who did the Mulan, Steven Universe and Star Wars bookmarks, a sketch of Bolin and Pablo, I don't know. Oh my god, it's so cute! I love Bolin in The Legend of Korra. I think he's pretty sweet. So yeah, I'm gonna hang this up somewhere at some point, or maybe I'll just stick it by my desk. Or maybe I'll just stick it by my desk. But I do love it so much. So yeah, and then the last thing I picked up was again at the airport, and I really like this. It is the Mr. Bump mini magnetic bookmarks, and I think that this is just a genius idea. I know a person who would love these so much, and it's, oh my god. Yeah, so I bought it because I didn't have any bookmarks on me, so I'm like, I'll just buy some. I don't regret buying these at all. And that is my Supanova Queensland book haul thing. Thumbs up if you enjoyed the video. I would really like to know if you have read any of these books or heard of any of these books and what you thought of them. Give this video a big thumbs up. If you enjoyed it, please rate, comment, subscribe if you feel so inclined. My name is Maisie from Sleepy Studios, and have a fantabulous day. Bye!